Hey, how's everyone doing?
Hey.
Great.
Hey.
Welcome to another episode of Off Topic. Off Topic, we all know that Off Topic is where real life brings laughter, lessons, and uplifts. How's everyone doing?
Pretty good.
Fabulous.
Yeah. How was it's Thursday, so how was your weekend?
It was good. It went by too fast. It was good.
As always,
Right.
yeah. Super fast. How was yours?
I had a great weekend. Thanks you for asking.
You're
We all in Mercury retrograde.
man.
Go ahead.
I had a wonderful weekend. It was Mr. Producer's birthday, so we celebrated his birthday this past weekend. We went to a candle making class on Saturday, and
Okay.
we had brunch on Sunday with all you lovely people, and then went to the escape room and had a drink at the neighborhood spot. And then Monday, he and I and Mama Kim went out to dinner. So,
And it was
Where'd y'all
really,
go?
really nice.
we went to this place called the Saint. It's downtown. It was actually
Okay.
really nice. Now it's
I've heard of it.
real sketchy on the way in, but once you
Really?
get in there, it's really nice. It's real moody, But
Okay.
as you getting in, you got to hold your pocketbook close because you just never know.
Oh,
You know, like
Okay.
it was sketchy, like our Airbnb in Nashville.
We got a sketchy Airbnb.
Uh-oh.
And
But once you got in, it was fabulous.
fabulous once you got in, but baby,
Oh,
Hmm.
it wasn't.
That's how the restaurant was.
Yeah, but it seriously was, and the food was pretty good actually too. So
Okay.
you know,
Oh, and this cheesecake was the bomb.
it
This
was.
is-
It was. What was in it?
Amaretto.
Amaretto.
Ooh,
Amaretto and the
that.
caramel sauce. So it was
Yes.
really
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Well, just a few minutes for a shout out to the producer. Thank you for doing such a fabulous job, and happy belated birthday.
Yes.
Yes. Last year in his 30s. So,
He how much?
huh?
How much?
I think it's his
said
last year
last
in his
year.
30s.
Oh, okay, that's facts.
Oh,
Kim, I didn't have
He's
any
not
great.
the
I was gonna get into the text group group and say that if anybody wanted some nice emotional reading that day, but I failed to miss that post. Did I miss the post?
I didn't put it in because y'all made me feel bad, so I didn't make him feel favorite.
The nerve of these people. When are you gonna start to know that you do what the fuck you've been doing? You don't give a fuck about what nobody else is chastising you about.
I said, why didn't I give him? But I think you know why. I spent so much time with him.
girl, don't
I
even
did.
do it. And the whole time she was trying to grab her pocketbook and go.
I said, baby Pierre said, but you said you was gonna spend time. I said, I told you no, and you saying no. And guess who was in the escape room? Me.
Cause you the mama, the favorite mama. So hell yeah, you was in the escape room.
Exactly.
What are you? What? We can't have it two folds here. Excuse me, I'm in Mercury retrograde. I'm not for sure what that fucking means. I do feel that my emotions are all over the place. Favorite mother, what the fuck you mean? You were supposed to be there the whole
All weekend.
cause he's your favorite. You the favoritist.
I said, I did. I said, I love you. And he said, Mama, you gonna stay? I said, I have to work in the morning. Them two was off. Everybody else had to work. I said, I gotta work.
We did. We had to work.
We had to work and we was out late.
You said what?
It was 6 o'clock.
It was not 6 o'clock. What was 6 o'clock?
It was 9:30.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been that late.
Okay.
Okay.
I
What
wanna
time
see
did you
the
see the thank you message? It was like 10 something when you sent that.
Nonetheless,
Okay.
I'll review the
We're gonna
tape.
talk about it.
I'll review the tape. Nonetheless, now that you have the floor, is there something you want to say to the beloved producer, your favorite son?
Okay.
Mhm.
Because I don't want to cry my little lashes off.
because they look good and they look good. So period.
My nail tech just told me she was a lesbian and she got me together. She was
Because I don't know how the story goes together, but I still
Yeah.
she got me together. So I was like, thank you, girl. She was like, you lesbian? I said, no, I like penis. Thank you. But I know I'll give you that energy sometimes. But for that Pierre, because what I realized that he turned 39 and I'm 57 and I had him as a kid. And we really have grown up together. He has taken me, baby, without like him, I wouldn't have this house. I wouldn't have the truck that I got. I would not have a lot of things. And so when I think about all the things that have happened to me in my life, the good and the bad, without him, I wouldn't have none of them things.
Mm.
And God, I don't know why they chose me to have this blessing, because Pierre a blessing, because everybody he meet love him just like I do.
Aww. Mario, I didn't hear no amen. I second that. I ain't hear shit. I didn't. Everybody, the fuck off today. I didn't hear shit. Try that again. Kim, say that line again. I will wait.
Everybody love him. Just for meeting him, he have this thing about him, this energy. This we can go anywhere and somebody is talking to Pierre, and that's my friend. That's my.
He does have that. He does have a.
Yeah,
there it is. He does have a electrifying personality and a welcoming spirit. I will say that.
Yeah.
And I don't know where he get it from, but maybe his mama. But it's okay.
It's slightly.
Boy, please.
I think he gathered that from college though.
Oh.
His college years taught him those things. And,
No. This black single mama taught him them things. That woman of the night taught him them things because he knew how to.
because he used to be a man of the night. Is that what you're saying?
Man of the night. He got
not my bill, not his business, not on here.
Yeah, was a man of the night. He came home with that Lexus key. Where you get that from?
Oh. Well. Again.
Where you get that from?
Bill, she said you came home with the Lexus key.
Well, instead of saying.
We're done. Move on to the next. That was, baby, that was epic. You hear me? This is why he is absolutely.
Maybe when I say he cut it out.
He said one day he is running for vice president.
Right. My God. Ixnay on the Lexus key. Yeah. But you know what you should have really said, instead of asking him where did you get that key from, you should have been saying, I taught you well.
Oh.
I have to.
Huh?
Home with that diamond ring too, but don't give us another 20 seconds, sir.
That was hilarious.
That 20 seconds, that's the kind of censoring I need at work. I need Pierre to come and walk behind me.
Mute you.
Just start playing some shit when I'm about to see that.
Oh my God, I think we just found a business opportunity. Now this is a real lifesaver, and for real. Like, are you looking for a real lifesaver? Yeah. Do you need him through the hours of, cuz what's your hours? 6 to 3:30 a.m. p.m.
6:30 to 3, but yeah, we just
sign up for our package where you can get them 5 days a week.
6:30 to 3, but you get there at what time?
And whenever the Lord says rise.
Grand rising queen, grand rising.
But a lot of times I be leaving the house at
Well, don't incriminate yourself.
Don't say no. Say no more. Say no more. We get it.
7:62.
Oh.
And I'm supposed to
You said at what time?
at 7:62.
Oh, okay.
We get it. We get it. We can decode that.
Yeah.
Got it.
But when you get there, you own and you doing all the work. You see,
Because do y'all want the best for me or do y'all want me on time? Because I cannot.
Can't do both.
Period.
I hear you.
Like I used to tell Mario all the time, though. But what's my customer service like? What's them work metrics like? You get your work done or no? That's what I'm saying. That's how that matters.
Customer service.
And I stopped for policy.
Customer service, when she worked at my store and walked out on me,
But add the other part. Best cashier of the store, of the history of the store, of the history of your employees, of the history of any Kroger, period, of the history of any Kroger in Indiana. Do you want me to keep going?
Please don't. Please don't. But
I got a manager that put me on the do not rehire list.
I sure did.
Not rehire.
He straight put my motherfucking ass on the do not.
I said she can walk out on me. And the scary part of it, I'm talking to her on the phone, and then it dawned on me. I'm like, damn, your break is awfully long. What's going on? Mario, they're just not gonna talk to me anymore. I'm not gonna go. Nonetheless.
Not walked out, baby.
She walked out. I can see her now. She politely grabbed her stuff and added in her mind, I'm not coming back.
They didn't know my value.
Ain't that it?
Because of what you say, you slid too many times when you let them slide when you should have slid. That's what happened.
That's what happened.
Ain't that it? Lord.
That's funny.
All right, guys, let's get into this first clip.
And he intends to end the Affordable Care Act. You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that. Otherwise, I'm speaking. Because we know what that would look like.
All right. Listen, she gave you that's if any question about her Black roots.
That's right.
Right then, that stare she gave right then and there, like, listen, I said what I said. Hey.
It was the stare in the head too.
The stare in the head too. They had a whole they're gonna think about it. Like on Facebook, it was like the same thing Mario just said. If anybody ever questioned her blackness, and it was like that look was, and it's like it just kept going on. Like that's that look. You better be in before the street lights come on. It better not be no dishes in my sink when I wake up. I'm not one of your little friends. It's like they just keep that's all the look.
Don't forget, you can't go outside until I get home.
That's right.
What did somebody else say that had me cracking up?
Don't let nobody in my house.
And it's not what you said it is. I was like, yep, that's all the look she gave.
Yep. Yeah. But I appreciate that. I think what she did, what she's starting to do now is kind of showing more of her personality.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is what's going to help her out.
Mm-hmm. I love it. And now, of course, like we said, it shows her if anybody had a question, but also I think what I think is funny is that you have the other side saying how rude she was with saying that statement. And I'm like, y'all got somebody that's rude at everything you stand on and talk.
Right.
Everything that comes out of
why even go just to yell Trump name? Why would you even go?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you guys prefer someone that you see their real roots or their raw moments like that, or do you have someone that would adopt the Michelle Obama mindset where if they go low, we're not going, if they go low, we go high? Which one would you go ahead?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say which personality would you guys want right now dealing with, even though we have the owl crossers, we know that something is going to come up. Which one would you have? Because we still need to get Republicans on this side. Which one would you guys prefer? Like that particular clip, I got it. But like, I've seen some other clips where like, she's really loose. Like she was even cussing. And I'm like, oh, I cringe even at that video because I'm like, I understand the read was necessary, but like, you're going to have some people that hold this image up. even though it's just like a black person or a typical black person at work, like we can give the same thing that our white colleagues can give, but we can't come out of pocket because it's going to be looked at different. So how do you guys think of what are your thoughts on that?
I say that in the case of this situation, or just in the case of Kamala Harris, I think she's damned if you do, she's damned if you don't. So it doesn't matter what she does, they're going to have something to say. So I feel like it's best that you get talked about being your authentic self than for you trying to put on for the people and then they still have something to say. So she can walk away from it being like, this is who I am, and leave it out, leave it all out there. I see I get your point about, as you're trying to gain the support of the aisle crossers and stuff like that. But however, it's not to say that I think some aisle crossers would value authenticity. Do you know what I'm saying? And I guess so it's a kind of a catch-22 in the case because me myself personally, I enjoy the fact that she's coming out of her shell, not as stuffy. And actually, I want to say not as stuffy because when you see her in other areas, in different interviews, she is very much so personable and things of that nature. But I think from the political standpoint, she's been kind of more stuffy-ish. Because I remember she was on the Sherry Shepherd show. She was a lot more relatable, talking about, I think she was in a dance group when she was in college or prior to college or something like that. So, all those type of things, talking about her best friend and things of that nature.
Yeah, like I agree. I think it's important for her to show both sides. I think in that situation, I don't feel like that was necessarily like a rude moment or anything like that, in my opinion. But to your point, I do feel people, like Mario said, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, because as a black person, you already have that extra magnifying glass on you. So trying to make sure that you're on point all the time and perfect, it's just not realistic. So for her to kind of let pieces of that, of her authentic self shine through is super important. So I support it.
Yeah.
Let me say a healthy balance with basically agreeing with Mario and both Hayward, a healthy balance. But also I know you have a lot of Democrats and especially the Republicans saying, with Joe, he's too soft, they're not hard, they don't do this or do that. And I feel like she keeps it classy, like she's supposed to in most cases. She's very personable. Like when you see her out with kids or whoever she's talking to. But at the same time, it's like at some point I gotta say something because you're gonna quit thinking if I just sit back and say nothing, you guys are gonna keep thinking you can play with me like you did with Joe. Yeah. So let me let you know that I'm not with it, and not in a disrespectful way, because that was her thing, So if you guys come in, if you're Trump, why even go? Why even go to get her out of place? But her saying it, she honestly said she was much nicer than I would have been. Yeah. So it's like it's one of those things, and she just listen. She did okay. That's yeah. I feel like it's a healthy balance. Yeah. But yeah.
I would agree. Mama Kim, you got anything?
That's what we was talking about last time with the code switching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because the expectation, she's black. They thought that she's supposed to read, but she did what she was supposed to. She ain't cuss them out, even though, like you said, Kim, in some of her interviews, she said a cuss word or got with somebody, but she has to. Because right now, at this moment, we need that. Because we don't get that, Trump is going to walk all over her and he's going to get back in office. She's going to have to stand up to get that momentum going, getting people riled up like, yes, come on. What you say? Yes, we can't go back. Mm-hmm. Then everybody calmed down and she was able to move on. Mm-hmm. If she does not do that, she has to do that in some moments. Because if she don't, we're going to be stuck like Chuck.
Yeah, and I agree. Like, I like the way that she addresses it and then keeps it going and like speaks about it in a positive manner, as opposed to Trump, who's always dwelling on what happened, what failed, what's terrible. And, like people want like optimism and hope and all of that. So like, we're tired of hearing, like we're going to go back to the way it was because you guys have messed up the country and all of this other trash that's untrue. So
yeah, when was it great? Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
It was great when we was on the plantation.
Ooh.
Yeah, to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
For them, yeah.
So yeah.
And a nice philosopher once said, he's passed away now, Mr. Eric Mays, when they go low, I go lower.
That dang on Eric Mays, I tell you.
Lord.
I'm just happy that him or Maxine ain't running because I don't know. I might have to Al cross like, listen, y'all.
Ain't that it? Well, we see we got a musician that's in support of Kamala. Producer, you want to play the clip?
Now I know my ladies in the crowd love their body. Real hot girl. And if you want to keep loving your body, you know who to go for. You know Lil Ju. Hey. 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 Yeah. Body crazy, curvy, wavy. Yeah. Body crazy, curvy, wavy.
Thoughts?
Cringe.
Yeah, it is cringe. It's cringe. Like
Why cringe?
I struggle to say I get it. I get like trying to bring like the youth into it, to try to get the youth like involved and hyped up and all of that. But I feel like that was an extreme version. Like I feel like Megan could have been there, but she didn't have to be performing body yada yada. Like I don't think that was necessary. Like she could have come to say, I'm here in support of Kamala.
Yes.
And that's it. Like we didn't need background dancers. Like that was unnecessary. That makes me think about I don't know if y'all saw the during the Republican National Convention, when Trump came out, like they had the big lit up Trump sign behind him, and he came out like a performer. I'm like, what is this?
Like a boxer. It was too much.
Yeah, it was so dumb.
Stovall.
Mario, you already know when I sent it to you, I'm like, cringe. Like she could have been there to get the supporters her age, the influencers, but not singing the songs that she sing. Like I just think that's the part. I feel that's the part where they're like, this is they. Yeah,
it's almost gimmicky because why would you have Megan the Stallion of all people?
Oh, hold on now.
I'm just saying.
Let me interject really quickly.
Go ahead.
She would have Megan the Stallion of all people because Megan the Stallion is a hot girl right now. She is hot in the industry, whether we like it or not. She's hot in the industry.
I support that.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but we are in the fight.
That could be the reason why she was invited to the situation. Also, when we are thinking about getting the young voters, those who may not feel like they want to vote or this and the third, and definitely weren't going to vote for Biden because they felt like he was too old. So maybe that's a way to usher in some of these youngsters to vote, possibly. However, so I think it was good to have her there. Do I agree with the song choice? Now that I see that clip and realizing that she's talking about, basically in support of women being in control of their bodies and stuff like that, that part, I get it. This and the third. Maybe could have said that without the twerking. I think that for me was what watered it down. But also say this. So I think that she, I agree with her being there from the standpoint that I feel like she can get to the younger people and she's a hot girl right now. I do say Megan is very talented and she's a great lyricist. So I also feel like she could have flipped the script on us and written a rhyme about voting and some of the things that Kamala stands for and things like that. And it would have been just as effective, if not more. Because if you listen to some of her freestyles, they kill. You know what I'm saying? So she could have done something like that. And maybe that could have gone over a little better, and I see she tried to, be a little more conservative in her dress and everything like that, that kind of stuff. So I think that I agree with her being there. I don't necessarily agree with the antics around it.
I agree. Her being there, okay. Maybe she could have just introduced Kamala and brought her out.
Yeah.
Something like that, but not necessarily to perform. Like you guys said, I get the angle of it as far as let's get somebody young in here. Because I mean, when you think about it, he has, and I don't know if the guy does good or not, but like because I don't know too much about him. I'm gonna say C or D list. So you got your Kodak Blacks and those rappers we had surrounded around him when he went to Brooklyn. I don't even know any of them. I have no clue who they are. So maybe it's like Mario said, somebody hot who's in the whatever now.
Yeah, we're not going to deny her that she's a hot girl right now.
Yeah, so maybe just bring her. Maybe just introduce her. Not like you said, she could have came up with something else, or just maybe just introduce her. Not done that song. That's kind of how I'm not performed. I should say. Just she's in the crowd. Yeah.
Has anybody seen or heard any kind of reaction to her being there?
I haven't.
Just looking at the people in the background of the video, it just
right.
Was
they were probably just like what's going on.
Older people, they stuffy old people. They don't know what they don't.
But everybody wasn't old.
And probably should have brought out one of the
Mario. You say that so willy-nilly. We not out here selecting the team captain. We selecting the ruler of the world.
I get it. I understand that. However, with that being said, and to your point about it being gimmicky, sometimes a gimmick is what it takes to get you.
Not in that
way. But even for what you just said,
people, it's sales. It's all it is sales. And what is sales gimmick?
But she could have, like you said, she could have been just as effective by being there, having a different rhyme. Like she could have, like she didn't have to be Megan Thee Stallion. Like she was essentially at her show, but just like presenting Kamala. Like she was like you said, she dressed more conservatively. No, she didn't. She had
she did though, Hayward. She did
because she had like a business.
She had bottoms on
and she got the midriff out. Like, and I'm saying that's fine, but not for like a political event. Like let's be real. Like let's say what it is. Like it's still a political event at the end of the day.
So who's to say how you should present at a political event?
Okay. Oh my God! If we gotta go back there, if we gotta go back there, we shouldn't even have political conversations because that's back to zero class.
That's not necessary. If you can hear me out before you interject, what I'm saying is, who's to say how we should present at a political?
Kim's a hot girl. I was just a hot girl right now, literally.
Because he just literally said the opposite thing, and then when you close, you said the total opposite, best friend.
No, stop, please stop. I'm playing devil's advocate of the fact of when you made the thing about a political event, and I'm saying who's to say. I'm not saying I'm feeding into that. What I'm saying is who's to say how you should present at a political event? Is it based on history? Things change, things evolve. And we're all sitting here looking at stuff from a old timer perspective. Yes, we are.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying she should have been there in a 3-piece suit. But I mean, it's still like, I don't know. I get it. I get that things change, and that is just what happens over time, and that's what we're trying to get to.
Yeah, maybe the thought process in bringing her on. Yes, the optics of it could have been different. Yes, but maybe the thought process of her bringing on is we're in a different time. We have to do things differently.
Yeah.
Okay, but Mario,
I just don't think that particular thing was a good call. Period. I don't care how you look at it. That particular thing for me just wasn't a good call.
Because you're saying, okay, playing devil's advocate. What if she would have brought Sexy Red on?
Ooh.
I was like, bitch, you not get my vote.
Now listen,
she just is Megan right now. And
she brought Sexy Red on. She got my vote twice. What are you talking about?
Of course. Yeah, of course.
I'm running down there.
Of course.
I was running down there.
Yeah, I would have been like, honestly.
But let's be realistic.
My granny would have called them trollops because if she didn't have a
trollops. What granny would have called them?
Trollop.
A trollop. Look at that trollop over there.
From here on out, trademark that shit because I'm using that because nobody else is gonna know.
Them trollops.
Mario, look at that trollop. Just look at the trollop. I'm gonna start looking at people like this. Just look at the trollop.
However, so let me ask you guys this since we're on it. So, if in a perfect world, Stovall, since you cringed really, really badly about it, how would you have wanted that rally to go?
Just what we just talked about. I feel like Megan could have shown up. I feel like Megan either bringing her out or even having a performance, like you suggested, a freestyle that fit that. She could have freestyled like, said something along the lines that I'm for this because as you can see my Body Yaddy Yaddy song, I feel like we are in control of our bodies. We're the only ones in our body. Anything like that. I feel like that would have been a Beyonce move. Or if you see how people were taking Beyonce songs and kind of using them to fit the situation. So I feel like she could have done that to make that particular
that dog is
Oh, sorry, I had to have my windows open. So, I mean, one or the other. Sorry, viewers. Before I logged on about 3:30, 4 o'clock, I lost my air. So I have my windows open today. But yeah, so I just feel like for that particular event, she could have done something more customized. Just because I feel that right now, I just don't want anything that would divide us up again. You have literally these Republican rallies, and I like how they're doing it, and I don't think it's like underhand, but I like how they're having these rallies to support Kamala, but they're not saying that it's to support Kamala. The focus is actually to say we're no longer going along with historical party just because I've been with this party, I'm a ride along. They're more looking at the behaviors of the candidates. And so I was talking to somebody and they were just like, they just never want to give Black people the credit. I don't think that they're trying to take her credit for it, but you got to understand, this is the way that these people have been voting all of their lives and their family lives. So I'm just happy they're meeting to start to look at characteristics and the reality of how the world could be ran instead of party focus. So I guess it's just depends on preference and how you look at it.
And I think her rallies, they've been packed so far. I mean, granted, Trump said today that everybody is AI generated. Not that many people were there, but it's totally fine, whatever. But she's packing these places out, so that really wasn't needed. Like I said, she could have just been there, but she doesn't even really have to do all that. And she's going in and like you know, she's saying we're not going back. And I like that she's actually, it's not just the I'm bigger, I'm greater, I'm this, I'm that. They're in there talking about policies. Like they're on it. So that by itself, just stick to that. I mean, if you needed a singer, whatever. But you don't have to. I'm saying me. I could have did the singing is what I'm saying if nobody caught that, but it's totally fine.
I caught it, but we bypassed it. Go ahead.
in parentheses, we back to okay.
We're trying to get her some votes here. We don't know about the singing.
So yeah, I just don't think it. Yeah, she would have been okay. I think without that.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement in the fact that it could have been done differently, you know. But I'm just trying to provoke thought as to what we expect from a political event and what is guiding our expectations as it relates to what we expect for a political event. That's so and in her mind, I'm probably not, I don't know her, but I'm just thinking maybe the thought was, or whoever put this thing together may have said, you know what, this is our way to appeal to those voters. And maybe they didn't even know what she was going to do, you know, when she as a performance. And so maybe I think could have been poor planning on whoever put together the rally, and then poor planning on Megan's part, because maybe you have to understand, and she's still a little younger. So maybe to understand that maybe kind of like code switching, as you said, I can still be who I am, but maybe not in this way at this time. Because like even she would have killed it with a freestyle, and that would still be her being who she is. And I think that probably would have killed more than, because because at the end of the day, I was more looking at the fact that why are you twerking at the political event? You know what I'm saying? Than I was about, and now I just realized, oh, body, get it. You know, I didn't connect the dots at first, but you know, I'm like, twerking, you know, but then again, you know, you got all them old politicians. That's how you get them to the polls.
Literally.
The polls get you to the polls. You're right. Exactly. Anyway,
what she's doing now by talking about policies and stuff, she can stick to that because we ain't getting it on the other side.
That's right.
And any of them.
And since you brought it up, let's look at what some of these supporters have to say.
What do you think of Kamala Harris?
I don't know Kamala Harris. She's supposed to be taking care of our border and she didn't. And maybe someone needs to check her paperwork, because from what the rumor tells me is she's not supposed to be running for an office.
Really?
Yes.
How so?
Something to do with her parents and when she was born.
Even though she was born in Oakland?
You have to check the paperwork.
Don't know her. You don't know Kamala Harris?
She don't really know stuff about what to do in the Capitol.
I don't see her stacking up against Trump, especially when she laughs at every single question that she's asked like a hyena, and she doesn't have that best wording with sentences even against Biden does. She's very first grade with the way that she speaks. Like, she calls a school bus yellow. We know it's yellow. I mean, she speaks like a first grader.
And Trump speaks more articulately.
Well,
so we got one side of the spectrum, and here we are on the other side of the spectrum.
Yeah,
I'm not even about to comment on this damn video.
No, it's foolish. It's foolish. He literally has them brainwashed. It's
right.
It's comical. Like,
is that a real video?
Right.
Right.
And I think it's longer. It's a bunch of them.
Yeah, it's a bunch of them. It's like
I need
multiple parts of it. Oh, come on, throat.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Jesus.
Deep. Anyway, I just found it funny. The man had a hard time. Second round,
right?
Had a hard time articulating a sentence, and
I still don't know what he said. I still don't know what he said.
I don't either.
He's like yellow.
You'll call the bus yellow.
In the sentence, they go together. And
then the first lady, all she's doing is go based off of what somebody said.
Don't answer any questions. If you look at the right person, because she answers, I'm confused. What's happening?
I don't know. You gotta ask the people with the paperwork. What, ma'am? What paperwork?
Right.
Because she's from Oakland.
Exactly.
That's
so, and like I said previously, he appeals to those. I think I might call it before.
Uneducated.
The outcast. The outcast of society, and now they feel like they got a voice. So look at them. They he probably thought he was probably high-fiving his girlfriend when he got home, or his mama, who might be his girlfriend. I don't know.
His first cousin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His first cousin.
That's terrible.
Sorry.
His first cousin.
But there are truly people out there that think like that. That's sad.
No, that's absolutely true. Yeah. And it was a gang of them. So it's like, what the heck is going on?
Mm-hmm. I gotta send
that's in every state. It's in every state.
Yeah.
But see, listen, though he got them riled up, and guess where they're going? To the polls.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Too dumb to realize.
In the yellow buses, honey.
But not realizing.
On the short yellow buses.
You said on the yellow buses. Hayward said the short ones.
And these that you could tell, I'm not calling nobody poor. That's not what I mean. But you know what I'm saying, the uneducated.
Yes.
This project 2025 gonna hurt y'all. Y'all ain't got money. These are for his. This not gonna benefit y'all. So why you?
Right.
Yeah. I'm like, this just, but he said out his own mouth. He loves the uneducated. The man said it, and they claps for him when he said it. So I don't know what they.
And to your point, they may clap for it because in their mind, they like he really said she can't formulate a sentence, and he struggled. So in his mind, they might. If Trump's talking about he appeals to the uneducated. Well, he ain't talking about me because I completed 6th grade. You know what I'm saying?
That's yellow. Your interviewer's better than me because I tell you what, I would have been frustrated. Like, sir, like
I just couldn't have kept the straight face.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But when you can have conventions and rallies where they have the fact checker at the bottom of the TV and people still go away and believe what they want, like that thing, that saying that we say, like, never mind.
Where were you going with this, Sunshine?
Yeah, I want to hear. Let's go.
Go ahead, baby. You already
I didn't want to lose the thought. I didn't want to water the thought. That you know how we sometimes say that like cum is thicker than blood. Like you can now Listen, I'm gonna tie it in. You can now say that loyalty is thicker than common sense too. Like, we might as well just make that a saying, because when they have the fact checker at the bottom and it tells you this is not true, and people leave the convention, leave their TVs, leave the rally, and be like, they're lying.
Right. What you got, Hayward?
I just hadn't heard that saying. That's all.
You never heard that?
I had heard blood was thicker than water, but
no, you never heard the cum was thicker than blood.
I had not heard. I
didn't want to water down that point. See, that's why I was gonna retract it. But then I have nothing else that we say so strong.
I've heard it multiple times, and it is a little true. It rings true.
I'm a piggyback off. I'm a piggyback off Kim with how you said the fact check at the bottom. Let's just take the fact check off the bottom. Let's take that off. When you have a man saying he doesn't want to debate you, if you're going to fact check in real time, that in itself, I'll debate you, but you can't fact check in real time. Split the screen.
It ain't there.
To me, that's the automatic. Like, well, why? So you about to get on here and just lie? You don't want me to? But why does he need to be fact checked?
But see, here's the thing. A lot of supporters of Trump are, as you said, brainwashed already. So it really, at no point, no matter what he says, they're going to ride for him regardless. Now, the ones with a little bit of sense and some money, they're probably, that's probably why he don't want them to, do the fact checking, because then they are educated enough to realize that, hey, okay, sir. So that's.
But I feel like that's not the case always either, because didn't Elon recently back him, or so he said? I don't know if it's true.
Did he?
Yeah,
did
he said that.
Oh, I was waiting on it. I missed it. I haven't seen nothing, y'all.
He still is. I mean, he is. He tried to pull out. I think the last time for a minute, but then this past Monday when they did the white dudes, I think, did we talk about that last time? The white dudes for Kamala.
Oh.
And he went on there and basically so that they couldn't post anymore. He suspended their Twitter account.
Yeah.
After he raised so much money. Oh, Elon's a mess.
Yeah.
Oh, so he did. Wow. Okay, I was waiting for that.
But then, is he really doing this? He seems to be the kind of person that, am I really doing this out of support for him, or am I just doing this to stir up some shit? You know what I'm saying?
Stirring up some shit, and it's in it for him. It's something's in it for him, absolutely. Because I'm gonna get to run and do whatever I want to do. I mean, when you take the block off Twitter, some people get bullied so bad that they have killed themselves over social media. You see what I'm saying? Absolutely. So when you get on there and you take it over and you delete the block button so that people can't get blocked, or if someone's telling you that they're being called whores, or I mean, like, I've seen screenshots where people are like, this person called me the N-word with the hard R and all this and that, and then it comes back and says, well, we don't see that disrupts our mission or whatever it is, so we're not going to take it down or delete it. It's like, but anybody that says something about that party, he'll suspend it or take it down, and that's insane to me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what, when you got a little bit of power and a lot of money, or a lot of money and a little bit of power, however you want to look at it.
Yeah.
You try to make it work for you. So, all right, guys, let's switch gears real quick. Mr. Producer. Oh. All right, so you can only pick two. All right. 1, retire at 45. 2, no mortgage. 3, a 800 credit score. 4, $10,000 per month for life. Only can pick 2. Retire at 45, no mortgage, 800 credit score, $10,000 per month for life. All right, Mr. Producer, you can take it down. All right, let's start with.
Oh, I wasn't ready yet.
Oh,
I'm still thinking. I'm sorry, I'm still thinking.
I got an answer for you, so watch you thinking.
Oh, come on.
Mine is no mortgage and $10,000 a month. Because I'm past 45.
That's fair.
So no mortgage. Why no mortgage?
Because then I won't have to worry about having a house payment.
Mm-hmm.
I can go and move around the way I want to. I still have a house, but then I can go move around when I want to. when you have a house and you have a mortgage, it keeps you stable. What if you want to go across the country, or you want to go do something across the country for me, but go somewhere? So that's why. And $10,000 a month, then I just have money in the bank, and I don't have to worry about a mortgage. Yes, and I can just live my life just as cute as I want to.
Okay. Cool. Hayward, you got your answer?
No.
I think I'm ready. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on, Ronnie.
Okay. I'm gonna say that $10,000 a month, and then I'm going to say I'm gonna say $10,000 a month in the credit score, and I say that because with that $10,000 a month, I could still. I mean, I really don't have to worry about it. I could just put my 2 weeks in with that. That $10,000 is coming for life anyway. Credit score is good. Mortgage, buy my house outright, and I could sell it, do whatever I want with it, and still go somewhere. I'm still getting $10,000 a month. So those are my two.
Okay.
I can still retire at 42 because I ain't 45, but $10,000 a month for life. Girl, take this 2-day notice. 2 weeks, I don't have to have. I'm be on plane by the end. So you're getting 2 days.
So I think for me, I would do excuse me, or not retire, sorry. I would do no mortgage as well, and the $10,000 a month, because I would still work if I wanted to just have additional money, because at the end of the day, $10,000 a month is just $120,000 a year, which is not a whole lot of money, but you can still work with it. And I almost have an 800 credit score, so I don't need that piece of it. So yeah, I feel like you could make that work. Yeah.
Come on, yes, God, come on. Ooh, yeah, money, yes. Yes. All right, Stovall.
I'm gonna run me 3 and 4 too. Run me the 800 credit score, because if you can keep me there and I can't mess it up, I'll take it. And then the $10,000, because for me, that's a house for me. I mean, my house is $126,000 left on it now, so I can get my house paid off in a year, and then automatically I have no mortgage. So,
all right. Me myself personally, I would also take the. To your point, Mama Kim, I'm past the 45, so but I would take the 800 credit score, because I think credit is wealth, and so you can do anything with that. And I would take the $10,000 a month net.
Absolutely.
I know that's right.
That's true.
$10,000 a month net.
That's right.
And be fine with that. Yeah.
By the time in 2 years you can have 2 rental properties. You'll be good to go anyway.
Yep.
That's very true. See, and then when I start my business,
you still got your income.
Hayward, I don't know what you're shaking your head for. Listen, I already know my best friend is on board with that, because she understands. If ain't nobody else understands the ins and outs of that business.
No, I'm just laughing because I was talking about your business endeavor yesterday, actually.
What? Don't be out here talking about. Don't be out here talking about. See, someone told me I should have shared it with you, because now somebody else gonna. Let me tell you.
I mean, it's just Tony. It's not like.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Tony might try to, put his own spin on it. Next thing you know, I'm like, ooh, I thought I said that.
Yeah.
Stovall.
Right.
You need to write it down, put the date on it, and take a picture.
Picture it. Homeless, right? Homeless. Clean them up. Brothel.
Goodbye.
Absolutely. They be having them. Never mind.
I've been talking about it because I would be a good man.
Don't look at my browser history, because baby, they be having what they need to have.
I don't like where this conversation is going.
I would be a wonderful madam.
What they
Best little whorehouse in Texas.
They need to have, when y'all get in y'all spare time, just Google Spermy on your no, that's his name. That's a real name. But go ahead. I'm not about to tell y'all nothing. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell
They
you.
started a show like that.
Huh?
They got homeless guys off the street, cleaned them up, fixed them up, and everything. They did it like a homeless dating show.
Who did that?
Was it Vivica Fox? It was some celebrity. It was like last year, this year.
Baby, I'm telling you, a haircut will do wonders.
Baby.
That guy that be going and be like going to the homeless and be like, I don't want anything. Do you mind if man? He cleaned them up. I'm like, he was homeless.
Was it the white guy?
Yeah, the white guy.
I be looking at the white guy with the beard and shit.
Oh.
But I'm just saying, some of those guys, you need a place. What you need?
Listen,
because in my mind right now, I might have to create my man since one won't come right. And if I can get one that might not want to think for himself, people been doing it for years. This white man been doing it for years. I'm just not gonna go get an underage one. I'm just gonna get one that
no underage, no, not at all.
I'm just gonna get one that might need my assistance to think for him.
Oh, they all are gonna need that. Yeah. And then we can take them a travel, do a traveling service.
Oh,
we'll talk about it.
I want in. Go ahead, sorry.
I don't know. It's Ronnie now.
Why?
We'll talk offline.
Can I be a silent investor?
Hell no, you don't even believe in my vision.
You know what? I said the same thing in my mind. I said, this not my friend, he's yours. And I don't want it to come off too hard. I said, Hayward, you got to believe in the vision.
I don't have a problem with
you gotta see it from inception. When I first pitched it, you should have been like, you know what?
Hayward, as of yesterday, he wanted you to see this.
Forgive me.
I want the pitch.
Mr. Producer, we was driving in the car. I pitched it to him. Immediately, he was in.
He's supposed to.
No. If you know Mr. Producer, he can push back.
Right.
Yes. He definitely he has a pushback spirit sometimes. But yeah, he must have got that from his mama.
Not necessarily.
Can we put that on the books to have that as a topic? Like with the homeless, you're gonna have addiction, and I struggle with that. But can we have a episode where we say, if you know somebody has this addiction and you're their partner, can you allow them to do their addiction and then come home as long as they stay in the perimeters when they're at home? That'd be a good episode. Because I know somebody that did that. Like, okay, I know you smoke crack. It's cool. We're together. When your money comes, you give me your money. I give you an allowance for your crack. The weekends are yours, and through the weekday, you have to come home.
I'm scared you're going
Did they have
sell the house?
Right. They did have tea.
I don't know about that though, because I just think, no.
Right.
Because what if your allowance run out? Then you out there doing
and now you're doing other stuff, right?
Yeah.
Or is you going in my house looking coin purse when I'm asleep?
Exactly.
No. I might keep it locked up. You ain't gonna be able to get no more.
But they have been sold some stuff out the house.
But sold little Riley and Remy.
So that's a good topic. Put it on the book.
Yeah, that's a thought-provoking question. I don't know. We'll have to circle back on that. But keeping up with the questions. If you had to pick 3 artists to sing the soundtrack of your life, who would they be?
Is this living or
dead? Living or unalive? What do you say? Unalive? That's what they say.
Unalive.
Unalive. I was like, what is that? Unalive? But yes, living, live, or unalive. Yes. 3 artists to sing the soundtrack of your life. Who would they be?
Ooh, that's a hard question.
While you guys think about it, I'll go ahead and go first. So 3 artists to sing the soundtrack of my life. I would choose Brandy. I would choose Whitney Houston. And I would choose Kelly Price.
Por qué?
Why? Brandy, because melodic, and peaceful as I am. And then Whitney, because she's got a wild side. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I get with that. And then Kelly Price, because her voice gives me strength. And when I think of her voice, I think of a rumble. And I've been known to rumble here or there. So
nice tie together. Nice bring together. I want to go next.
Go ahead.
No, that was you. I mean, I can vision that. I can see that. I can see the visuals of the album and everything. So that was really, really good. Mine would be Teddy Swims, and he's gonna represent my heartaches and my roughness. But once you just take a minute and listen, it brings you in. And I feel like that's my personality. I might come off rough, but once you actually listen to what I'm actually saying, once you kind of know my heart and my spirit, I'm okay. So Teddy Swims, India.Arie, she'll just represent just me, period. Just my blackness, just my upbeat personality, just all over, just encompass you, just like bring you in. And then my last one, because we often leave out the guys. They're very underrepresented in the music business. So it would be Gerald Levert. And he would probably sing all my love losses and like speak to my what's the person? I can't think of the person that just loves love. So yeah.
Hopeless Romantic. Yep. So those would be my three.
I'm next.
Go ahead, Mama Kim.
You already know. Number one,
Mary.
Yeah.
Number two, Otis Redding.
Ooh.
Okay. Try a little bit tenderness, baby. And then back in the day, like my mom used to have this album, Natalie Cole. I'm catching you.
Oh, I'm catching hell.
Baby. That was Otis Redding and Natalie Cole was in. Oh, I got a fourth one, the Gap Band. But that was just like back in the 70s. But anyway,
girl, you never liked Rules, huh? Rules said 3.
Just won't follow it.
Yeah, but Mary J. Blige, that's now she do not cry. Everything. I was just listening to all her stuff just the other day. 411, like, what's the 411? Her voice. Yes, that's how I was doing to Kim. I was driving. I was like, come on, man.
What's the 411? Let me know, hun. What's the 411? But this is a trivia question right here. You can't Google it. Who was the guy in the 411 that was rapping with her?
That was Grand Poobah.
Grand Poobah.
But that's them my three. But Otis Redding, I had his. Well, I had my little tape deck. I don't know if we have tape decks anymore, but Otis Redding was I played that on repeat. Yeah, Otis Redding.
Okay.
Okay, I have to think because music is. I want to pick like 1,000 of them, but I can't.
Right.
So, my first one to say, Lauryn Hill. She's been through, so that would be, as cousin said, like my heartache, redemption story, just all of it. But she has that roughness to her too, and she be late to shit. So I kind of.
That's so funny that you say this because as you say this in my mind. Yesterday I was watching her video, one of her videos of her and Killing Me Softly when they were running into the theater. And if you look at that video when she gets out, she's the last one running in like she's late. I'm like, bitch, you was late then and you late now. But go ahead, sorry to disturb you.
I resonate with that. But yeah, just the redemption story and stuff. So my other one, Jhené Aiko, just because baby, she can go. Like we can be freak of the week up here, and we can be you got me fucked up right here, but I still love you a little bit too. But I love my kids and I love stones and rocks and shit, and everybody's happy and we still love with life. I mean, and then I would pick PJ Morton because I really like just that smooth. Really, I want to do too, but the other one he don't sing, and Damien Escobar. He's my calm down.
Oh yeah.
Y'all know who he is?
No.
No, don't.
Saxophonist.
Violin.
I mean violinist, yeah.
Look.
Got it.
Cut it out.
Got it.
Cut it out. Now tell them who put you on. Now tell them.
I was just about to say, how you gonna mess up and you put me on?
But you letting them laugh.
I'm sorry, y'all. She put me on.
She didn't support you.
Y'all gotta
She
check
did
him
not
out.
have your
I'm gonna send y'all a song for y'all to listen to.
All right. I said saxophonist because I was listening to my YouTube. I'll send it to y'all.
Okay.
Y'all know.
And it's hot. Like I know.
Whoa! Cousin, where are you at to support me?
Don't do that. She's saying, listen.
Nah, you're too late. You too late with the backup.
That's okay.
So
great selection, cousin. Great selection.
All right. So my 3 would be Faith Evans.
Yes. That nigga, because Faith will kick your ass.
Yes. With her, just songs like Love, just represents that aspect of things. Music Soul Child. Because he has that quiet confidence, which kind of represents myself as well. And last but not least, Joseph Thomas. He's just like, I always see him as the underdog, and just, he's always like, he's been around for so long, and he's just an amazing singer. And I feel like he just represents that, come from behind and stay strong in the game. So.
You a day one follower. He brought out the whole government. I'm a day one follower.
Okay. Interesting. All right, before we get out of here, let's do a little bit of this and that. You don't have to give why. Just say this or that. All right. Land or water?
Water. Land.
Land for me.
Water.
What was yours, Mo?
Land. I mean, because I swim, but I don't.
I don't.
Y'all think my cousin had to hold me up, baby, because I don't.
So we'll say yours is land.
Land. Absolutely is land.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Day or night?
Night.
Ooh.
Day.
Night.
Day.
I would say night. Sunshine or rain?
Rain.
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Rain.
Rain. The bed or the car?
The bed.
Both of them.
Both. I'm like both.
Second that.
That's not an option.
We on some Kim shit. Bed.
Bed.
Oh, I still gotta pick one.
Yeah.
Bed.
The bed. The car.
I can't stretch my leg all the way up. In bed.
You can do a lot in the car, actually.
Absolutely.
I like my shit to go in a 90-degree angle, baby.
Don't do it, Stovall. Don't do it.
He absolutely is the expert on this.
None.
I could have went in like they was going in on you, or you would have had to mute this motherfucker, but I ain't gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? I'm learning. I'm growing. And I'm not even gonna do it, P. What was yours, Hayward?
Mine was bed.
He said bed. We'll keep that story for what's it called? Off topic after dark.
Ooh, sign me up for that one.
Me too.
Listen, dog or cat?
Dog.
I guess I had to choose a dog.
Neither.
I didn't know. See, I was gonna go with that, but I don't know if that's an answer.
She still don't follow the rules.
The way you be loving on Robin and Remy, you gonna say neither?
Neither.
Okay.
Dog,
of course. I don't trust cats. House party or the club?
House party.
House party.
House party.
house party.
House party. Music or television?
Music.
Ooh.
Music.
television.
I don't got to put this for that. I'm gonna say music. It kind of depends on the mood. Yeah, music.
I'd say music as well. Little Kim or Nicki Minaj?
Kimmy.
Little Kim.
Kimberly Jones, baby.
You want to rumble with the beat, huh?
Right.
Come on, Stovall, what you
I'm just trying to.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Has nothing to do with skill. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Nikki. Marcus, you'll be proud of me because I know he's gonna watch this.
You'll love that.
And it's only going because Kim. No explanation.
Nikki.
I would say Lil Kim because I used to be a big Lil Kim fan, so I would say Lil Kim. Cut or uncut?
Cut.
I feel like you. This is a trick question.
I'm like, oh,
ain't no more left in that cup.
Ain't nothing left in that.
Nothing.
Ain't nothing in my bottle. I gotta get up.
Not peekaboo. Come on, you study long, study wrong.
Cut. Oh, okay.
Okay. He's so I can't stand it. Oh, okay.
I didn't hear you, Sharon.
Oh, cut.
Oh, okay. Mama Kim, you said cut?
I said uncut.
Huh?
Uncut.
I was about to say, because not to put your business in the street, but I know those men from there,
I like to pull it back. Uncut. Thank you.
Ooh.
Oh, is that where we was going? Because I didn't want to go there.
That's what I thought.
Oh, what were you
No
thinking,
explanation. No explanation. Is that where you?
That's where we were going with it. What were you thinking?
Oh, definitely cut then. I was just trying to. I was trying to go into this with the open mind.
Cause I be like his little stuff, like little fur balls and stuff in there called it. I don't know. I just
no.
Listen, I had a bad experience.
Who said no?
Listen, I remember I had a friend that he would openly said this because he was uncut. He was telling this to me and Vic Stovall, and he was like, sometimes it's hard to clean it. And he had a couple of his dates complain about it and everything like that. But he was like, you still gonna take this? And I was like, sir, what the fuck? You don't tell nobody no shit like that. Your hygiene is off, honey.
Right.
pH balance is off, right? Tell somebody, ask Vic about that. He'll tell you about it because he was like,
what?
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
I'm just saying I've had some other experiences across the aisle that were actually not bad, and then once it peaked, it wasn't a whole bunch of pulling back, but and then those people are usually I don't know.
Yeah, there are varying degrees.
I think it's across the aisle for me. And once they peaked, it wasn't. I get you.
It turned into
in the environment of this political podcast today.
It turned into a what?
Horse.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it always a horse?
It grew a little bit like a flower.
Peaked.
My God. All right. Well, enough of that. Let's get into this uplift, as I will provide the uplift. Actually, I have two. So
and Kim, and then came with two. Great. Thank you for coming.
Hey, one for you, one for me. But okay, we got it next time. Yes.
Y'all got it next time. Next time, you heard it here. Stovall.
Kim spoke for herself.
Huh?
Kim spoke for herself.
No.
Let him choose. Let's see if you're gonna be. Are you gonna be ready?
Me?
No, Kimberly.
Oh.
No, Mama Kim, you said next time.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, well,
I'm about to come with a different uplift, but the time after. I got it for the time after.
Yes.
So this is the first one that I have. And it simply says you are allowed to change the price of what it costs to access you.
I know that's right.
And then you are allowed to change the price of what it costs to access you.
Mm-hmm.
Who said that?
Actually, I don't. It wasn't. It was something I found in like a little post, and so it didn't have the author on there. Yeah. So here's the last one. Healing is so hard because it's a constant battle between your inner child and who's scared and just wants safety, your inner teenager who's angry and just wants justice, and your adult self who is tired and just wants peace. Be gentle with yourself.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
That was a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
When you sent that to me, yeah, that's a great reminder.
Very lovely.
So as we end the day, be gentle with yourselves as you go through the week. I ain't got no free time. All my excuses.
That's basically y'all know I love a good philosopher.
And according to Ronnie, this is her uplift of the week. I ain't got no free time. All my shit is expensive.
From a great philosopher by the name of Cardi B.
Right.
Ain't that it?
Cognac B.
Who?
No, I was making fun. I said Cognac B, even though that's not her name. Baby, it's wrap this.
Don't you get her start. Don't you get her started.
Good night, everybody.
Right, good night.
Wrap up.
Thank you guys for another episode of Off Topic. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. You can find us on YouTube, IG, and TikTok. Have a good night.
Have a good night, guys.